Hello and welcome. Today we are doing Creative CTF on TryHackMe. So first thing we're going to do is open up the terminal. And I've already had an nmap scan going. I've used the SV parameters and the SV for service version and A for aggressive. And we can see we have port 80 open. So let's copy this. And we'll need to add this to our etc host. So let's sudo nano etc host. Now we need to put the IP address in. So put in your target IP address and creative.tryhackme and put Y and enter and save it. Now we should be able to enter the web server. So if we copy this IP address and put it in, we should have access. Creative Studios. Yeah, looks like a web development and an app design website for a company. Okay, just having a quick look through. There isn't really much that I'd probably exploit. So let's have a look at the page source. And we have in assets and in image files. So maybe we can just check them out. We might get something. Sets. Forbidden. So okay, let's try GoBuster, and if not we might need to do some subdomain enumeration. So let's type in GoBuster, dir for directory, u for your URL, which will be that for us, and the user, well, your word list will be, well for me it's user share word list dir buster directory. We'll use the small list. Press enter and see what we get. We have the assets folder. Again, let's try images or CSS. They might have, or JS. They might have some custom JavaScript. Let's go back to assets. Let's go to images. Will we have access to images? No, it's forbidden. So okay. Since it's not showing anything at all, what I think we may have to do is do some subdomain enumeration. So we can go to GoBuster and go vhost. And we'll need to put in our URL, which will just be this here. So let's paste that in, and we'll use a different word list this time. User share word list sec list. We'll use discovery and DNS. We'll use this one here, bitquark. And we'll need to put on the end of this / append domain. So let's see what we get. We have a beta.creative.tryhackme. So let's try this domain. So what we want to do is go to our etc host file again and add this. So let's go here and type, well, sudo nano etc host, and let's put in this domain with the IP address. So let's copy this IP address in and put this here. Exit out of this, press enter. So let's try to access this subdomain now. //hackme. It's a URL. Test it, see if a URL is alive. So what I think we might be able to do is ping the localhost. Let's try this here. So we can see what's on this website is the internal website itself. So what might be on this machine is another port that we may be able to exploit. So what we might be able to do is do some fuzzing and see if there's another port open on this machine here, this subdomain. So let's go to terminal and type in fuff u and put the URL, which will be this. Now we need to press a D for the URL, which will be parentheses equals HTTP. This is where it'll send the data from 192.127.0.0.1, which is the local host, which is the machine's own IP address. Fuzz will be a placeholder for the ports that we'll be scanning while checking for. We'll need to press W for the word list, and the word list we'll give will be SEQ 1265535. This will loop through 1 to all the ports. Then press H. Then we need to do the content type. We'll be checking for, like, if we get a form return or something. Let's put application x www form.url encoded. Now we'll need to put -all. This will return it without, even if we get a 404 or anything. We need to press 100, which will be the threads that we'll be doing, and FS 13. Oops. Space 13. Now this should work. Yep. We have port 80 open, and we have another port. What 1337. The 13 is just the content length, so pretty much this won't return any 404s or anything. So this will check for all ports, pretty much everything, but it won't give us, well, websites with error 404 or with not that much content on. So now we know that's the local host. What we can do is just HTTP and this here. As we can see, this is the home directory of this website. So let's open up Foxy Proxy. If you haven't, you can just watch a YouTube video to watch. I can put one down in the description. If you need any help, just comment down below and I'll answer your questions. Or if you have any other recommendations for any new videos, just comment down below and I'll create it. So what we need to do now is open up Burp Suite. So okay, now we have Burp Suite open. Let's just click next and start Burp. So we want to refresh this page to send it to our proxy. So let's click refresh, and this will go blue. Well, it'll highlight itself to show, which it has. Now we want to go to proxy, and we want to send this to the repeater, which is here. So let's click send to repeater, and let's click to the repeater. Now you want to highlight all this here, and we'll want to type in home. So let's do that, and let's send this off. And for the home directory for here, it shows SAD, which is a user on the system. So what we can do again is just highlight this here, and let's go to the SAD directory. So let's press send, and we are in this user's directory. So since we have an SSH here, which we could probably use to get access to like some form of a key to do SSH. So let's type in .ssh/id RSA, which will be the key which we'll want. And beautiful, we have the key here. So let's copy this, and we'll want to save this to our local machine. So let's copy this here. Let's close this window. Now let's go back to our parrot machine. Let's make sure this works first. So we're in downloads. Let's go to home terminal. Let's type in nano ID RSA. It's important you spell this right. And you'd want to paste this in. I've already have. So let's click exit, and you want to change mod this. So change mod 600, so you can pretty much use it on SSH. Let's press enter. Now let's see if this will work. ID RSA, and let's click here, and let's type in the user SAD, and let's type in the IP address, which is here, and let's see, yes, permanently added, and we need to enter a passphrase, which we do not have. Okay, now we got the ID RSA, and we need a passphrase. We need to change this into a hash, so we'll need to do SSH to John, which is a tool that will allow it to turn this into a hash file which we can crack. RSA, my apologies. And we'll need to put hash here and press enter. Now we'll need to put in John hash, and we'll need to put in a word list. So let's put in word list. Yeah, spelled that right. Word list equals user shared word list rockU.txt. We have one password to see. Let's do John show hash show. Let's double show, and there we go. We got sweetness. So let's add it now to the machine so it does not close on me. And since we have the ID RSA password, let's use that passphrase to get access to the machine. So let's go back up. There's ID RSA, and it'll ask us for our password. You'll put that in, sweetness. Type it in, sweetness. Now we have access. So it's user.txt, so let's cut that out. Let's cut this. Oops, let's close Foxy Proxy for now, as we don't need it right now. Click that, go to Foxy Proxy and disable, and let's close these windows. So now we have access. We'll need to find out the password of the user. So let's see, pwd. So we're in SAD's home directory. So what we want to do is ls.la, and we'd want to let's see bash history, as normally this is where the history of all the commands that have been entered is stored, and it shows a user logging in. Bash history, and we have sad's password, which is my strongest password yet. So what we're going to do is sudo-l to see what we can run as root, and the following user can run the environment ld preload, and we can run ping as well. So ld preload, we can use a privilege escalation to give us higher and better privileges on the system. Let's do id preload, privilege explanation, exploit notes, and this is the website we want to go on, exploit notes, which is the website. There was another website that you could use, which was a WordPress website, but that has been down, so we have no choice but to use this website, which is why I typed in exploit nodes. So now what we want to do is create a file in a temp directory. So we want to copy this code here, as this will be a script which we can use to give ourselves better privileges on the systems. Let's go a cd temp, let's type in what they wanted is to type in no exploit. Actually no, let's go back into our home directory, as we may not have permission. Nano exploit.c, I'm pretty sure it was, yes, .c. Type in enter, copy this code in, and now let's close this, type in y and exploit. Now we want to compile this so it can read our exploit, so the actual system can read our exploit. Let's paste this in. We've got that pasted in. Now let's copy this final piece of code. So now what we want to do is double click here and paste this in. Now we want to remove this, as we're in the directory with exploit.so in, and we want to change this to ping. I saw earlier that was the command we could use as root. So if we do this, we should get root access, and we do not. Oops. We need to put a dot at the end, I forgot that, as that is a C program. And we have root access, which you can see here. So let's go back and let's go to the root directory. cd root ls cat root.txt, and there we go. We have the root flag. So let's go here and paste that in. It may take a couple of seconds, and we have done the CTF challenge. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. It costs you nothing and it helps me so much. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll answer them. Thank you for watching this video.